This is what 4.2 liters of vodka looks like. And this could be made into 127 of these. Shots. And I'm gonna need them all, because every day I'm doing a shot, but I must drink double what I did on the previous day. My slideshow here actually tells me this challenge is gonna be pretty tame for the first half of the week. 1, 2, 4, 8 shots. That's child's play. Nom 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 nom. No problem. But we start having issues at the end of the week, specifically days 6 and 7. That's gonna get hard. It's even hard to visualize. So if you wanna see that, here. This is a single shot, which is what I'll be doing on day 1. But if we look all the way over to day 7, oh my God, look at that huge mountain of shots. That's 64 of them. But it's day 1, so we might as well just start here. Our first shot. What can I say? This is going to be a wonderful challenge. Oh, did I tell you I hate shots? So what's the why? Is there any real reason I'm doing all of this drinking other than maybe an addiction? Well, yeah, there is. My good friend James, who I've stressed out in a lot of my videos, is undergoing just a little bit of sobriety over the holidays. So to help him out with that, I thought I'll go through a lot of pain that's only because of drinking, to really hammer home the harmful effects that alcohol has. So hopefully, he'll see me doing something that he loves, but suffering from it, so he won't think he's missing out on anything. Well, that's the theory. Now, is this worth doing? I think of course it is, because for a friend, there is no bounds beyond.
No one's asking you to do this.
Listen. If he's struggling, then I'm gonna be struggling with him.
I'm doing just fine. I'm doing really
Shut the f... Because at the end of the day, I'm doing it all for my man back there, no matter what, every single drop. Now with an understanding of my motivation, I moved on to day 2, knocking back 2 shots with absolute ease. Day 3 was also no match for me because I slammed these puppies down back to back. Now, day 4, I made the worst mistake of this challenge that I have so far, attempting these shots on an empty stomach, despite what my mum said.
You just be careful when you're drinking. You need to eat before you're drinking because otherwise you're going to get sick.
But after 25 minutes, all the shots were gone. However, this did not prepare me for the very next day. I want to do it. That's the main thing I'm trying to get across. I don't want to do it. Day 5 of doubling shots every single day, which if you do the math, that equals 16. It's going to take me a second. Day 5, I woke up nice and early, ready for the mission that was 16 shots. And from yesterday, I was feeling pretty confident. I thought it would go something like this. But it was more like this for 2 hours. The trick is, let the shots loosen you up. Let them do the work. I'm fucking spinning. And after I did all 16 of these shots, I was so drunk I lost my mind. But it was in the middle of the day, so there was literally nothing for me to do except for just exist. Then after I calmed down, I thought it'd be a good idea to get a medical professional's opinion. Have you ever seen anyone that's come into hospital from effects of, like, they've drunk too much?
It's generally not because they're drunk, but because they've sustained an injury from being inebriated.
Something little and minor like that I wouldn't really have to worry about.
Falling downstairs, breaking bones.
Would you say there's a safe amount of alcohol you can drink per day?
Drinking every day is not recommended. It's actually identified as binge drinking.
So 4.
Well, I would recommend against drinking.
What possible effects could happen to my body?
Obviously, with such an excessive consumption of alcohol, you may be at risk of things such as unconsciousness or even just altered conscious state where you will essentially pass out, as you may have heard it.
Yeah, of course. just last thing, could I just get a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you think I'll be able to do the whole week's worth? I was feeling pretty good about my odds, and after receiving a thumbs up from a nurse, it was time for doubling a shot every single day, day 6. That is 32 shots. Whoop-bam. The game plan for day 6 was to get as many down as I could for breakfast, and then I could slowly break them up throughout the rest of the day.
It has something in it. It's terrible right here.
I was hoping to get at least what I did yesterday down, but I could only stomach 10 before pouring the rest of them into the bottle. This is my New Year's Eve treat that I'll be doing for the rest of the day. I forgot to tell you that we're hosting a New Year's Eve party tonight. And this New Year's party is actually pivotal on how I'm gonna beat not only 32 shots today, but 64 shots tomorrow on day 7. And I'll tell you about it in just one moment. But right now, I'm busy burning down that bottle of mine, so I'm doing shots here, there, everywhere, all throughout the day to try and make a big enough dent, because I'll have to finish the rest of it at the party we're hosting tonight. Hi everyone, I'm Kale, and this is my 20th drink. I don't know if it was the challenge or there was just something in the air, but it was making everyone wanting to do shots. And to be fair, that helped me a lot. When I got down to my last shot, I decided to do a speech for everyone. I won't bore you with my drunken monologue I put on, but I think I did finish pretty strong. Like the famous Wayne Gretzky said, you miss every shot you don't take. And I took 32 of them, guys. Now if we skip ahead roughly 32 minutes, it's New Year's, everyone's partying, except me, who had their game face on. And we are on, ladies and gentlemen. What exactly did I mean when I said we are on? Well, this is where my secret plan comes into play. Operation Follow Through. My plan was simple. The hardest part every single day is waking up and then immediately having to do shots. But if we never finished, this wouldn't be an issue. It was technically the next day and the next year, so I can just continue doing shots. Then when I go to sleep, I wake up, there's not going to be many shots in the morning for me to do because I polished them off the last night. Well, this sounds like a perfect plan. And it was, until I had to execute the plan. I was trying to down as many shots as I possibly could, but the bottle didn't even look like it was budging. And the more I had, the more it affected my judgment. The night from this point onwards was just a blur. And despite my insistence to keep drinking, I was soon hit in the face with reality. I knew as soon as I woke up that morning that James had done the right thing. He kinda saved me from me because there was no way I had the mental fortitude to stop drinking in the state I was. But then I stood there looking at half a bottle of vodka. I couldn't help think that I might as well finish what I started and drink what was left. But this was a prime example of Parkinson's law. The task will take as much time as you allocate to it. And I let this drag on all day. Then, standing there at the end, I filled my last 2 remaining shots, quietly excited that the challenge was about to be over. Down the hatch they went. After the last shot went down, I felt no sense of freedom, no sense of accomplishment. I just felt sick.